and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you, Audrey, for introducing me, and thank you, all of our sharers as well, product sharer Mei Xuan, for a fantastic sharing. Right, I'm indeed very grateful to be given the opportunity to share with all of you tonight a little bit about my journey on why I select Nu Skin. Right, I think a lot of you here probably got started in the Nu Skin journey because of a product, right? And probably want to consider whether if you want to get involved into the distribution of the product or not. So let me share with you my journey. So as many of you, I also met Nu Skin through a set of weight management programs. So if you look at myself, right, I think this was like in 2011. I come from a sales and marketing background in the IT industry. I worked there for many, many years. And in chasing my career, I didn't really take care of my health. And this is what I became, right? So I was very fortunate to be introduced to one set of a weight management program. And oh, you know, in 3 months, this is what happened to me, right? Thank you for our Nu Skin product, right? So once I got more confidence about the product, you know, then I started to explore and use more different Nu Skin products. So this was me and my ex-girlfriend, my wife now, right? So this was how we looked like in 2011, you know, and this is how we have transformed ourselves, you know, all thanks to the powerful Ageloc products that you have heard from Mei Xuan, right? Now, when we start to take the program and all that, right, do we actually start to do the business? The answer is no, you know, because I guess, I'm not sure about you, so I've had some experiences in network marketing and I was not too successful and I was skeptical and so forth, right? I'm sure a lot of us are in the same boat right before, right? But I'd like to thank my wonderful angels, COE1, Don and Ichiro Chua, Don Ho and Ichiro Chua, Andy Wong and Annie Wu for following up on me, for giving me confidence and showing me what a wonderful world the Nu Skin world would be, right? So the things like they've talked about, you know, what would you do if you have more time, more freedom to yourself? Would you like to own a global network in terms of business and things like that? So a lot of things that they ask me, of course I would like to, you know, of course I would want, right? Because a lot of us want more time and more time financial freedom. But I was already doing I was already working, right, at that point in time, and I was thinking, should I do it now or should I wait till I get into retirement before I start this business, right? So it started with a question, right? You know, they asked me, hey, Ron, so if you continue to do your current job, right? Of course, you've been at it for many years, right? Would you actually achieve financial freedom or not? So the answer to that, right, when I pondered deeper, is no. You know, I was not able to do that, right? You know, because I already know how much income I will get, right? So the question is, after that, what happens, right? So will you be able to spend more time with your family? I guess during retirement, yes, but you know, probably the income stopped, right? Right. So they are saying, hey, you know, probably you have some property, you know, how much money would you need, right? So they were throwing out ideas like, how about 20,000 a month? Would that be pretty good for Malaysia, right? So I say, oh yeah, of course, you know, 20K per annum, 20K per month would be good, right? But in terms of property gaining from rentals and all that, I need to have quite a number of properties, right? If you look at the numbers and all that, right? So I say, yeah, I have a few, but I don't have that many. So I may not be able to get that kind of passive income. So I look into it and they say, how about share? You know how, right? In terms of investment through share markets and all that, sometimes you get good returns, sometimes don't, you know, as we have seen like many times, right? So what it shows me is that it needs a lot of capital investment, right? I need to have a lot of property. I need to have a lot of cash, you know, or even if like fixed deposit, I need a lot of all that, which I have some, but I don't have the amount that can generate me the kind of passive income that I need, right? So you're saying, hey, you know, why don't you consider, you know, since you've taken a product and you've got good results, you know, and the business about Nu Skin is about sharing, why don't you consider looking into the Nu Skin opportunity? And they showed me this a very interesting income opportunity, right? Where you can build a global network, and through helping people, then I'm able to have passive income. So of course, when I saw that, I say, hey, you know, this is something different. You know, it's not really that you have to have a lot of capital, but it's actually building a global network, which comprises of people that we can help. So they ask me very simple questions like, do you have people that you can help, Ron? I say, yeah. Do you have people who have tree highs or high blood pressure or wants to lose weight, who wants to look good? I say, yeah, of course, right? So the question now is, how do I work with Nu Skin to distribute products to a lot of all my friends and network in a global network, right? In order for me to generate passive income. So to me, that was very, very exciting. And that was something that I say, yeah, that's something that I can do beyond my retirement age, right? Because, you know what I mean, when we are work in industry, we are sort of say, hey, by the time you're 55, you need to retire. I'm not a business owner before. So I'm not sure. I say, am I suitable? Can I succeed? I mean, the numbers you show me are good, right? You know, I would love that, but am I the right person? Because I don't know how to build networks. I've been sales and marketing. I know how to sell products and all that. I've managed people before, but I don't really know how to build network. Also, I say, you know, can I succeed or not? So they told me, you don't have to worry, because so fortunate that we are part of Success Together. Success Together worldwide, you know, which is a group of independent distributors that help each other to grow the business, right? For example, this year is our 22nd anniversary for Success Together. So at that point in time, I thought, well, okay, that's interesting that you have something that has proven that it can be done, but what will it do for me? You know, what will it do for me? So, I mean, you tell me Success Together is so good, but what can I learn from it? So they tell me that, you know, there's a lot of events, a lot of conventions, business support tools, and most importantly, coaching from industry leaders, coaching from people who have succeeded in the business, right? So immediately, I mean, at that point in time, right, when I started my weight management program, I've already gotten a lot of coaching and support from my upline in order for me to lose my weight, right? So I'm sure a lot of you have also experienced that, right? So now they say that, hey, you know, on top of that, they can also coach me in terms of how to do the business, how to build a network. So of course I'm interested, you know. So they told me why they are able to do that is, or why they are able to help me, and I can also help other people, is that there is a system that can be duplicated. Right? So all we have to do is learn this system to duplicate the processes that I have to work, have to do. So it sounded very interesting to me, and I decided, I said, okay, nothing to lose, right? You know, at that point in time, I like the outcome, you know, in terms of health, in terms of beauty, and not only the outcome for myself, but also capturing the opportunity, right? Capturing market share, right? I say, hey, I like that, you know. I'm sure you all will also love that, right? So they talk about capability to duplicate. Then I say, duplicate what? You know, they say you just have to work on the product, share with your friends, and then become a brand representative, and a short time frame, have some passive income and start to build the global network. So when I look at this thing, then it sort of gave me more confidence, because I've seen that Success Together has such a fantastic track record. And I also see a lot of success stories of what they have attained, and that's what I want, right? So I want health, I want, of course, we all want beauty, virility, and all that, right? We also want opportunity, right? So that we don't have to worry so much about time, we don't have to worry about financial, you know, so that's something that's very, very attractive. So in the years that I've started Nu Skin, ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly share with you some of the values I've got. Because a lot of times, due to misconception, people may think that, oh, when you come into a network marketing business, you always have to keep selling, you always have to keep maintaining, you always have to bug people to buy and things like that. Those are my perceptions, right? And when I came in, I find that it's totally, entirely different, right? So these are the values that I got. So maybe I'll quickly share with you. Now, of course, from a business point of view, right, there's fantastic opportunity from building a passive, not only passive, right, but an exponential income. So that's fantastic. And how is that possible is because we're able to do a scalable global business, right? And we are, for me, the attraction was also to build legacy. So to me, this is one of the biggest attraction or values that I got from Nu Skin. And today, I'm very grateful that I've got friends, partners, and all that in places like Australia and Singapore. I got a friend from Toronto. He just got back. I'm meeting up with him tomorrow. He's also my user. So I'm very happy that I'm experiencing the real potential of Nu Skin. Right. So those are the big Nu Skin. So from a business perspective, right? So this is a value that I got. I don't have to take a lot of risks. So when brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, we come and do a business, right? I'm sure that you want to look at the risk involved, right? So when we partner with Nu Skin, we have zero risk. So like, for example, if you partner with an international or a global health and business, a health and beauty business, right? You look at the amount of things that they have to do. Look at the amount of risk that they have to do. So all I need to do is share products with my friends, products that I have used, that I have benefited from, and also share the business opportunity. So I learn and I also listen and I started to do the same thing. I just share with my friends, So I say, hey, folks, people who need to lose weight, people who got high blood pressure, people who want to take medication, people who want to look good in different races, in different areas throughout the world, So of course we started in Malaysia, right? So not only I've managed to help a lot of friends, I've also managed to reconnect back with, like, for example, this is my cousin sister in Kulim Kedah, This is a friend in the IT industry. This is another friend. So the reconnection possibility is there, right? Because everybody is talking about health. You want to reconnect back with your friends to find out how are you doing from a health perspective, And then we also get a lot of education, right? Remember, I told you that I have no background in building network, So they told me, don't worry, there's a lot of education that's available. And I find that this education is not only in Malaysia, it's also across Singapore, it's across Indonesia, Vietnam, and also places as far as China, right? And so on all kind of training, so we get training in terms of product. So like, for example, today we have a product day as well, in terms of business potential, in terms of actually doing the business, what are the orientation, what are the skills of entrepreneurship, I tell you, this is all fantastic for developing my business as well as for my personal development, right? Because I also get a chance to learn how to speak in a Zoom environment and also to articulate my thoughts. So these are some of the things that are very, very valuable. I'm sure all of you would love it as well, right? So I'm also very fortunate that Nu Skin environment is also very, very positive. You see a lot of success stories. And of course, all of this have to do with hard work as well, right, sisters? But we are immersed ourselves in a lot of highly positive environment. We talk positivity, and then we have a lot of events by the company, to talk about different ages, whether you are a millennial, whether you're working stage of your life, whether you're a homemaker, doesn't matter where you are. So we can engulf ourselves in this very, very highly positive environment. All right. And we also get a lot of fantastic mentors, right? or business partners to guide us in the business, right? So I've done an IT business before in my past life, and I found that, when I do my own business, it's always up to me. I got no one to consult. When you run your own business, it's very difficult, right? But in this environment, in this kind of business, we got lots and lots of business mentors. Right? And also, we have a chance to develop a lot of comradeship. Right? When you talk to your friends who want to join you in your business, fight for goals, achieve our goals, achieve trips, and all of this recognition, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it's fantastic. And that kind of value is really, really something that you cannot find. Now, I can't find in my employment life. So this is something that I got out of it. But most important, right, the most value for me was the freedom of choice, right? I can choose my goals. I can choose my targets I want to run after. I can choose when I want to start working, my hours of working. There's a lot of flexibility. If I run after certain goals, I can do that. So it's freedom of choice. And on that freedom of choice, I can also spend a lot of time with my loved ones, with my family, as people age and all that. So those are some of the things with regards to time flexibility. All right. So brothers and sisters, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I think you've heard a lot from a product sharer. You heard fantastic testimonials. And I hope that my sharing with regards to the business opportunity will make you say yes. Right? Say yes to get started on the business. Doesn't matter if you don't know how to do. I didn't know how to do it. This business, even though I've been working for 20 over years for people, but I've never learned how to do network marketing, right? Until I met Success Together. So say yes first, then we learn how to do it together, because success together will definitely teach us all together, because we create a lot of success stories. And you can see that too. At this weekend's ST22 annual global convention. Please join us and come and see the potential future of all of our lives, right? So discover a better you, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Change is possible. We can all choose to live younger and longer and have a fantastic life if we choose to do so. Thank you very much. My name is Ron Tan, sharing from you from Kuala Lumpur. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Wow, many thanks.